This is Xavier Williams. I'm working with the Robert Morris University men's basketball team. They are my main client, and I'm trying to help improve communication. And it is my job to present them with a proposal to help do that.
Xavier, please explain kind of the background of, again, who you're working with, their current issue or problem, and why you feel something is needed to be done to help them.
The main client again is Robert Morris University. It's located in the athletic department in Robert Morris University in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. A little bit about the background is that the program is having trouble with communication. They need help improving that, and they have an app that they use called Team Sync, and sometimes has a lot of problems because with technology, there's always room for error. So my job is to help present them with something and help give them a solution to the problem.
Have you used Team Sync before coming to Robert Morris?
No, I've never used Team Sync before I came to Robert Morris University.
Do you feel there's a way to help fix this issue with communication?
Yes, I do feel like it's a way to help fix it, and it's my job to help find a solution for that.
Xavier, can you please explain in more detail the main users and people you're going to be involving yourself with on campus at Robert Morris for this proposal?
The main people I'll be dealing with is the men's basketball team, and also the coaches and the IT department on campus.
What is really then your main objective to get across to these people about your proposal? What and why, basically?
Basically, it's my job to provide them with a document that will help them be more organized and run things in the program. And I need to make sure that that document is clear, easy to read, and just something that they could easily get to.
Do you think with doing that, providing them with an easy to read, clear, organized document, that the players and coaches will like using this?
Yes, I do feel like the players will like using it. I feel like it'll be very helpful. I feel like it'll be exactly what they need to help the communication problem.
Xavier, let's talk now more about kind of the scope of your project. Let's go into really the extent of your responsibilities. What you plan on doing before creating. I'll put in basketball terms, the pre-practice of things. What do you plan on doing to make sure your document is ready to go?
I plan on having interviews with the players, coaches, and the IT department. That way they can provide me with the necessary data to be able to do my document, and I'll be taking down notes and getting all information I need from them to make sure I make the best and the most clear document that I can.
Yep, so it's important that you'll interview the players, obviously, and get their feedback, but you'll also want to make sure that the head coach is really in line with this document. And do you feel you'll have to interview them just one time, or do you feel you'll have to make sure you revisit them a few times before really getting into your document?
I feel like I will be interviewing them weekly to make sure that everything stays in place, and so that if any more reoccurring problems happen, that we could be on it.
Xavier, now that we know kind of the background of what you really want to do, the objectives, and kind of the extent of your responsibilities, let's now talk more about the procedure and timeline of really your action plan, kind of the phases, if you will, of your schedule and what you want to do moving forward now to really put this plan in place. Outline to me what you want to do.
I actually have 7 phases for my plan of action to create the document the right way, and I have them right here. I'm going to read them to you. first phase is phase 1. Meet with the head coach and staff to determine when it is best time for us to meet as a program. Phase 2 is meet with IT department to make sure they can meet with the time set by the head coach. Also, it is crucial for them to be at these weekly meetings to help us with technology and information. Phase 3 is create a calendar as a hard copy on my computer and lay out each week, month, time, and location. Make sure it's detailed. Phase 4 is outline the weekly goals to talk about the meeting. Wi-Fi, team synced, app communication problem for the week prior, goals for the upcoming week, phone updates and data use. Phase 5 is send electronic copy of the calendar to everyone involved with this project. Phase 6 is make sure to continue to meet with the head coach. He needs to remain happy and confident in me with providing him the service. And phase 7, the last phase, is exact timeline should be October 1st through April the 1st. That's the basketball season. 6 months of work and progress to help increase communication with the Team Synced app. The goal is by Christmas to show progress.
So really, you're providing them with helping their organization of things, but you need to make sure you also keep organized also, correct?
Yes, correct.
So it's important that you know your own schedule and that you're coordinating your schedule with the basketball team and IT and places on campus. Do you feel you're a pretty organized individual to be able to do this?
I do feel like I'm pretty organized. I like to make sure that everything is done on time and done the right way, so I feel like I'm very organized.
And are you feeling good about by Christmas time, December 25th, do you feel progress will be made?
I do feel like progress will be made because the weekly meetings and, with everything going on with the calendar, I feel like things will be progressing along pretty well.
So they'll have their calendar as a hard copy, a manual, maybe color manual with them they can carry around, and also on their phone. Is that what you're saying, like an electronic copy?
Yes.
So really, they'll have the app Team Synced, and the backup to this, if Team Synced goes down or experiences technology, they have their calendar document they can also look at.
Yes, the calendar will be the backup to Team Sync.
Xavier, now that we know really the timeline and procedure of your action plan, of course the question always comes up, is this going to be expensive to do?
It won't be very expensive. The only cost at this time will be for printing purposes and binding for paper, and that's pretty much the only expense. We might have to rent out weekly meeting area, but hopefully I can talk to the head coach and he can get that worked out.
You mentioned printing. Do you plan on printing the actual hard copy of this calendar in black and white ink, or do you plan on using color?
No, color will be in the calendar,
okay,
so that it can be clear to the players and they can have a better view.
And paper-wise, do you plan on using kind of just plain paper, or do you have really kind of your own plan for paper?
I plan on using a glossy type paper so that it can be clear and have a better a pop to it.
Yep, so the pop effect to it, it's colorful. Do you think that will help the players kind of more so and they'll want to use your document?
Yes, I do, absolutely.
Okay. Do you feel that your clients, the basketball team itself or the coaches, are they going to have to be paying you a lot for your services?
They won't have to pay me a lot for the services. It's something that is just a backup for Team Synced, and it'll just be something that will help the basketball team in a big way.
So you and the head coach will kind of come up with a contract of what this will really cost them?
Yes, and the head coach will conversate on that.
Okay, thank you. Xavier, now that we've heard kind of your step-by-step process, do you have any final words before we send off here today?
Yes, I have my plan in place. I know what the problems are with the university men's basketball team, Robert Morris, and I am ready to send it to my clients.